What's going on, paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch. Now, before I begin, guys, I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button and a little notification bell whenever I do my live streams, like the one I'm doing right now, recording my live market watch. Also, guys, if you have any questions, type in hashtag QVV in your question below in the comment section, and I'll answer it at the end of my next market watch, like I'm going to do in this one. Guys, I'm not going to go over dual power too heavily. I promise you, I won't. But what I will say is, we're slowly starting to see dual power cards start to settle on the market. And I think this is something that I said was going to happen between Monday and Wednesday. Today, obviously, is Monday. The next 2 days, 1 or 2 days, next 24 to 72 hours, we'll see prices not only settle, but then we'll start seeing prices increase in value. The cards that actually have value, or what people value, will increase, and that's what we're going to be seeing here in the market. But looking at it right now, Infinite Permanence is now almost near $40, where I predicted it was going to go after settle prices. It's almost near that. It's currently $41 on the market. Looking at other cards, Cyberdragon Nashter is almost near $16. Now, this card's really hard to predict because Cyberdragon players aren't like us regular people. I mean, let's be honest with you. Let's take Cyber Emergency from Battle's Legends Relentless Revenge, the only printing of this card, which hopefully will get a reprint. I think it's going to get a reprint soon. Will make a great OTS common. But nevertheless, it needs a reprint desperately. Look at Cyber Emergency from Battle's Legends, Relentless Revenge. It's $28. $28. After that one's gone, it's $29. This guy's 21 of them of Cyber Emergency. Now, obviously, this is a really crazy price point, but then, like I said in my previous market watches, Cyberdragon players just love buying the cards. And what I feel about Cyberdragon players is, I feel like Cyberdragon players kind of like a hero player, but Cyberdragons have done a little more in the meta, so Cyberdragon players are like, hey man, my deck's almost good, my deck's almost 1.5, and that one guy topped that one event in Nebraska, the deck should be good, right? To be honest with you, it's really a long shot, and the amount of money you put in this deck, you can put for an actual meta deck, but it's up to you. Now, as far as Cyberdragon players, I think that's the reason why the cards like Nashter and cards like Cyber Emergency have value, because they just love these decks. These are decks that are really loved by the players, not just because it can be competitive, but because the players just love the deck overall. And being the fact that they love the deck overall and want it to be the best deck, they will buy and hold these cards. And that's why we're seeing the cards of Nashter and Cyber Emergency hold any kind of value, because the players really truly love their deck and it's doing something for them. Now, hero players, it's almost the same thing with hero players. The difference between Cyberdragon players and hero players is hero players will be tier 1 in the future, whereas Cyberdragon currently is not tier 1, and from the way it looks, doesn't look to be tier 1 at the moment. Maybe they'll have their during the spotlight, but hero players have been tier 1 in the past and will be tier 1 in the future. That's why we're seeing them do some crazy buyouts on random cards. Look at what Ghost Battle Haunted Mansion. It was as low as $12. Well, it's starting to actually bounce back from that. We're seeing over here being around its market price, which is around $15 for Ghost Battle Haunted Mansion. Now, to be honest with you, I still don't agree with this price point. I think this is the worst hand trap out of all the Ghost Girl hand traps. I think this card is absolutely terrible. And if you have it, I would highly recommend you getting rid of your Ghost Battle Haunted Mansion as soon as possible. Evenly Match is still going down in value, but it's currently roughly around $13 price point of this card. And yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense for an ultra rare Evenly Match. I thought this was going to be a short print. It's not, and we've seen a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players pull a bunch of Evenly Matches. Also up next, Borderlord Dragon holding around $9 price point. When it first came out, it was $15. And this was a hard card to predict, because original Borderlord is a stubborn Borderlord and was always a high value card. And even with the reprints of it coming out in 2018 Megatons, it was still relatively high for a good amount of time. And even now, original print Borderlord is still relatively high from the reprint version that looks really nice actually. So it's kind of weird to see it have that kind of variance at its price point. Ash Blossoms are roughly around $8 to $9. Now, I think this is hilarious of this ultra rare Ash Blossom being $8 to $9 when we had the common version come out, which is around $9 on release. Necklace of Bionic is still going down in value. The Cigarette versions are still trying to calm down with their market price before they even consider going down in value. So that's what we're looking at right now as far as necklace cards between the ultra rares and the Cigarette reprints. Then Magician of Chaos is $6. Why? Because who cares? Magician of Chaos, $6. The short print that nobody knew was short print until we finally realized it, and then now it's $6. Bond between teacher and student. This guy has 244 sales. He looks like a viable seller. He has one of them for $1. After that, bond between teacher and student is $5. Now, about all this stuff for Dark Magicians, all Dark Magician support, unlike Cyberdragon players and unlike Blue Eyes players, Dark Magician decks players haven't seen any Dark Magician player get a regional invite in a very, very, very long time. I think this is more of A, nostalgia, B, collectors, and C, Yu-Gi-Oh players that wish they were good, including myself. I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see Dark Magicians be a national level tier 1 deck. It'd be great. Dark Magicians versus Blue Eyes, that's amazing. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen, and I think this is a really overinflated price point on a card that looks really cool, could be cool, but realistically will not do nothing meta-wise. Up next, guys, Savage Strike, Fantastical Dragon Phantasmes looks to be going down the market. Now, here's where it gets kind of weird. It looks to be going down the market. I don't think it is. Looking at the market price of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, it's about $2. And then we go over here on limits, they're actually about 100. Then it quickly go to at the bottom of the page back to 105. The price point it's been selling at for ever since release almost. It originally was like 115, now they're about 105s for Fantastical Dragon Phantasmes. This card is a must-have card, and I'm not buying it. Like I said, I'm sticking to it. I'm waiting for the bans to come, and even then I'm waiting a while up until Nationals or maybe the YCS coming up. If I go to that event, I would then buy these cards myself personally. And that's what I recommend for anybody else. Even for regionals, if you're not going to the YCS and you're not going to Nationals, I would not buy this for regionals. $300 for a chance to get a regional invite? No, not needed. Also, with that kind of money, you can just play Sky Strikers. They almost don't need this card. Now, this is a card that's pretty much a given in its market price and its price points. It kind of just makes sense for where it is. When it's going crazy now, and I was talking about this for a while, is part of extravagance and how the fact that it's going up in value, like I said, was going to happen a couple days ago. And if you guys got yours a couple days ago, congratulations, you saved some money because it's definitely not slowing down. Looking at part of extravagance, market price is $58. Looking over here in the market, it's almost at $62. In fact, after that one's gone, it's about 62. After that one's gone, it's about 65. Then it hits 68, and they're all ones of. This ain't something like oh yeah, there's a big war. The next big war, let's say 4's a war. Oh, 4 is a war. 4 is a war. That's a really hard thing. Anyway, it's 4 of them. It's about $70. Now, if you guys didn't know about Pot of Extravagance, when it first came out on the market on Savage Strike, it was $75. Well, it's about to hit near that price point again. Why? Well, many factors. One, Altergeist players or presumptive Altergeist players can now play Altergeist. They need Pot of Extravagance, but as far as Infinite Permanents and evenly matches, they got reprinted. They're a little bit easier to get. So you can get Pot of Extravagance and you'll have Altergeist. By the way, a little fun fact, Altergeist, end of the month, if they get the new support, which I think they're going to be getting, in Dark Neostorm, they're going to go up in more in value and playability, and this card will also go up to follow them. Also, they're going to get that new card that just takes a monster because reasons, and it's a trap card, so you proc multi-faker. They get the new Altergeist card that can activate the turn set by bringing it out with Marionetta. They get to do a lot of crazy fun things as Altergeist, and I think that that deck actually might see a lot more play. Also, Necros. I don't forget about you guys. You got all your Necros now. Well, you need Pot of Extravagance. You desperately need this card. Well, here it is, and this is why these are two main reasons why this card is going up in value. Also, if this is what happens with Altergeist, I recommend you guys picking up Witcher Strike. I highly recommend you guys pick up Witcher Strike before the market realizes, oh my god, Altergeist is tier 1. I need Witcher Strike because that's how you beat the deck. It's what it is. You need to get on top of that as soon as possible. Psychic Wheel is currently roughly around $7. It's stabilized around the market price. Dark Neostorm will really predict this card where it's going to be going. Nevertheless, I still think this card's a good card. I think moving forward in the future, I think a lot of you players are still going to be going after this card because it's that damn good. Looking at Witcher Strike, it's about $6 roughly. In case you guys were wondering, it's about $6. Playset probably run you under $20 for a playset of Witcher Strike. This is a phenomenal card, and I'm dead serious. You should desperately run and grab these as soon as possible. I should grab it, actually. I don't even own any yet, but I'm going to grab a playset soon. Moving forward, guys, Thunder Dragon Colossus. The Thunder Dragon is getting an ulti, right, Konami? Because if you Ultimate Bear draw Thunder Dragon Dark, war breaks through. Now, let's say Konami does exactly what we all know they should be doing, is making an Ultimate Thunder Dragon Colossus. Well, Thunder Dragon Colossus' current price point is roughly around $37, about $37 roughly. I'm sorry, no, $36, $36 roughly for Thunder Dragon Colossus, okay? So let's say Yu-Gi-Oh players now have access to Ultimate Rare Thunder Dragon Colossus. Well, a couple things are going to happen. One, I believe Dragon Dark, other versions might go up a little bit in value. Nothing too crazy. Might go up a little bit in value. But what else will go up in value? Well, you can play Pure Thunder Dragons, which beats the snot out of Sky Strikers. And guess what? If that is the case, you're going to want to get 3 Thunder Dragon Titans. This card current price point is $2. $2. You run 3 Titan, 3 Colossus, and you run these cards. So if you don't have this, you might want to, if you're, and Konami makes Ultimate Rare Thunder Dragon Colossus, you need 2 more Titans. I'm dead serious, by the way. This deck is really good against Sky Strikers. It slams on them. The reason nobody's playing Pure Thunder Dragons right now is because Colossus is still a lot of money and nobody wants to go in and crack packs of Soul Fusion because, let's be honest with you, everyone that wanted to get things out of Soul Fusion already has it. Everybody that wanted things to goes to Trapchick, they had that already. Chaos Dragon Leviathan is $14. Why buy packs? Just buy it out straight up, and that's what we're seeing here with the market as far as these cards. So yeah, I definitely think if you are looking to play Thunder Dragons, and Konami does exactly what they're supposed to be doing, making an Ultimate Rare Thunder Dragon Colossus, and hopefully that super rare of that other monster is down here. Let me see. the super rare of the common guy, the Thunder Dragon guy, Battery Man Solar. That'd be actually really cool super rare. If they do that, if they make something like some summoner, yeah, no. You said Thunder Dragons, and I heard Colossus. I think everyone did. Moving forward, though, guys, looking at a Mystical Space Typhoon, Ghost Rare is actually almost about to be bought out. Market price is showing this card to be roughly around $8.50. The limited lightly played is $22 for this card. It gets a lot higher in value, but it's roughly around $20 for Ghost Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, to be honest with you, this is not the one I would consider buying if I was you. If I was you and you are looking to buy Mystical Space Typhoon, by the way, if you are, you play Strikers, you play about 2 of these on your side. Other than that, you don't need it, and the only reason this card would go any kind of up in value for any other reason is if Konami banned Twin Twisters. If all that happened, sure, yeah, you definitely need MSTs. By the way, I have a playset of Ultimate Rares. They're gorgeous, and this is the one you should be getting. Ultimate Rare MSTs are about $34 on the market price. But you see over here, roughly around $35 for Ultimate Rare MSTs. You got some German, it's kind of cool. But mostly, it's Ultimate Rare MSTs about $35. So you can pay $35 for Ultimate Rare MSTs, or pay about $22 for Ghosts. Pay extra, get better. This is exactly what you need. Guys, I'm dead serious. Do not grab the Ghost. It's a waste. I'm not just saying because it's Gold Series. I do like the Gold Series Ghost Rare cards. I really do like them. It's just a waste. Another MST that's really good, that's really undervalued, is Dual Terminal, which is $2 for Dual Terminal MSTs. These are really cheap. And you want to get a nice MSTs for a really cheap price point, $2 for DT1 MSTs. Almost nobody has them, and they're from DT1. Next, guys, Elemental Stratos. I'm not going to hammer you guys hard about this because there's always two camps about people who talk to me about Stratos. There's a guy who's like, be quiet, V, I'm buying this card out, and I need to get it cheap. And there's a guy that's going, V, this card's terrible, it'll no go up in value. I know it'll go up in value because the card says this. Ready? Elemental Hero. That's all I need to know. Look at Elemental Hero Stratos. The market price of this card is currently $32. And we look over here, it's about $42. It's about $40 for Elemental Hero Stratos. You cannot get OTS Pack 9 anymore. It's done. That's it. Have fun with not getting any more OTS Pack 9, guys. The well is dry. OTS Pack 10 is going to be coming out soon, and we're going to probably forget about OTS Pack 9 until heroes get any kind of support. And it doesn't even need to be good, as we've seen in the past with hero cards going up in value. Hell, hero cards get bought out sporadically, and Elemental Hero Straps will definitely be one of those cards that will get bought out. Konami puts this card to 3 off the ban list. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, why would they not put this card at 3? It's not doing nothing at 1, and at 3, it definitely still will not do nothing but go up in value in the secondary market. Up next, Vanity's Ruler got bought out like a lot. Like a lot. Look at Cyber Impact Rares, they're about almost $9. Look at Champion Packs, the Common Unlimiteds, they're about $7. Ultimate Rares, well, this one's $47 for Unlimited, and for First Edition Ultimate Rare Vanity's Ruler, it's $50. Now, it's a good card, I guess. I mean, this really is a good card. It's Vanity's Emptiness for your opponent. That's all it is. I personally still think Vanity's Fiend is the card nobody's looking at right now. This is a phenomenal card, especially with Burning Abyss getting some new support. You could go into Vanity's Fiend. We're seeing decks slowly slide Vanity's Fiend in there. This is such a huge sleeper card nobody's talking about right now that everybody should be talking about. This card is huge. But looking at Vanity's Ruler, yeah, you can easily do it in decks like Necros that can easily abuse this card. It was a card that was never really going to be abused, and we're seeing it happen right now. I did the Ultimate Rare Market Watch a long time ago, and I actually brought this card up back when it was like $4, and I said, guys, get this card. It's a really good card. Like, everyone just forgot about it. It says Vantage in its name. It should be good. Moving forward, Super Vehicle Roid Stealth Union is the original Transformers dot card. Now we have the new Transformers, the new Power Rangers dot card. This is the original Megazord. Gladiator Sword Seeker version of this card, market price is $18. It's actually just about bought out. There's one over here for $19, the lightly played. After that, it's roughly around, there's another one about $20s. That's about $37 for this card. So, if you get this card cheap, it's a good collector's card. And once again, collectors are moving into GX era, and Gladiator Sword is definitely GX era cards. So, I would definitely recommend if you are looking to get this for a collector, or if you are a collector that collects GX era cards, you're going to want to grab Super Vehicle Roid Stealth Union before there's none on the market. Next, Heavy Metal Foes Electronite. Now, we know we're getting the Pendulum Spellcaster deck coming out soon. We know Pendulums might be getting some support, whether it be Pendulum Magicians, or it'll be the Dragon Pendulum variants, which I think is going to be a good deck, or it's going to be the new Spellcaster Pendulum, straight up from the Structure deck. Whatever it is, I think Electronite is going to go up in value. It already has. 2018 Megaton Electronites were $3. Original print versions were about $4 to $5. And to be honest with you, they're moving fast, and by the time you watch this market watch, it might have already went up even higher. There's 16 price points for the 2018 Megaton Electronites. They're currently almost near $6 already. And I'm sorry, they currently are $6 already. Once again, guys, please make sure to hit the notification bell for the live streams. You're gonna really want to do that. By the way, everyone watching the live stream right now, Hi. Okay. After that one's gone, they hit about $7 for 2018 Mega Tin Heavy Metal Foes Electronite. It's going up in value because of pendulums. This is hype alone. Whether it's hype and playability, or hype and expectation of playability, or hype and nothingness, just dead deck. It doesn't matter. The fact that it's going up enough, the fact that it's going up is enough for you to keep your eyes on this card. Look at Extreme Force versions. Well, we have an unlimited near mint, which is about $5, and a first edition light plate, which is around $6 right now, not being looked at. It's just a really good card right now. Obviously, the original print ones I always recommend for you guys. Please make sure to get a first edition if you are looking to get Electronites. I personally have one first edition, and I'm telling you right now, I don't feel like that's enough. I feel like if Konami really wanted to, let's say Konami wanted to promote Pendulum Magicians. Let's just say they just want to do that for some weird reason. Oh yeah, to promote a starter deck. Let's say Konami just wants to do some crazy things like that. How could they do it, you ask? Well, couple of reasons, couple of things. Number one, Electronite. Number two, Electronite. Number three, hi, Electronite. Put this to 2. Pendulum Magicians get a huge boost with 2 Electronite. Whether it's, once again, the structure deck, or in general, they get abused. They're gonna be abused no matter what. And I highly recommend you guys keep your eyes on Electronite. If you have 2 or 3 of these, throw them to the side. They will be going up in value as we move forward, up until the ban list. Now, as far as other cards for Pendulum Magicians, obviously Master Service is a card you want to keep your eyes on. Jack Ultra Rares, just because you're like me, and other cards as well. I know Pendulum Cores, Super Rares are like $5, so you just want to keep your eyes on a bunch of these Pendulum cards because they can be going up in value if Pendulum become a viable deck, or if just the hype alone will increase this card's value, as we're currently seeing right now. Vampire Cycles for Flame Destruction is expensive. It's expensive and it's doing nothing. And I don't know why. I feel like this card's going to get a reprint in the Megatins. I really do. Looking at it right now, the market price is $22. And we're seeing it around the $22 price point for a Vampire Sucker. It's a good card. And Zombies will obviously be a deck in the future. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But I don't know, $22 for a Vampire Sucker. I have one. I just recently bought a collection from a customer. And they had 2 of these in the collection. I instantly sold them in 2 seconds. I just kept one for myself because it's in German and I love my foreign cards. But yeah, I don't know. If I had a bunch of English ones lying around, I'd probably sell them. It's a great card, but it's just worth a lot of money. It shouldn't be that high. Let's talk about 2 Ignis cards. First one's Ignis Heat, the True Jacob Warrior. Market price is roughly around $12. We're seeing it actually be about $13, almost near $14 for Ignis, the True Jacob Warrior. This is now the only money card if you are looking to play True Dracos. Cardomite's got a reprint. Cardomite's reprinted version is about $5. So Cardomite is actually relatively inexpensive. If you want to play True Dracos, they're a budget deck. I don't know how long they'll last in the meta, but still, they're great for locals. And, I mean, if you want to only play locals, you can play True Dracos. It's very cheap, very budget. Nobody's really talking about it right now. The only card that is money for True Dracos right now, the money card, is Ignis Heat. That's the money card. It's about $13 to $15 for this card. Then we talk about Ignis to Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer. I like this card a lot because, once again, Pendulums, how you doing? If they do ever become meta, let's say. This is hypothetically a reason they get a new structure deck that makes them a meta deck. Let's just throw that out there. Or just in general. I think that Ignis to Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, will be a great card, being the fact that you can destroy when your opponent's Pendulum monsters to get rid of another card on the shadow field that doesn't target. Non-targeting effect. Market price of Ignis to Promise Ultimate Rare is about $6. It's calming down. It was bought out. It's roughly around $14 for first edition light you played. It's calming down the market, but still, it's definitely a card hopefully you have already. Next, Wavering Eyes. This card. Now, I'm not sure if anyone forgot about this card, or this is a good card. Super Wavering Eyes from Cross Souls, Advanced Edition, currently right now is 23 cents in the market. I'm not sure if Pendulums are going to be good. I'm not sure if you watching this video will be playing Pendulums by this time next month. I have no idea. I really don't. But let's say you do. Let's say they become tier 1. Let's say they're a great deck. And let's say you're playing Pendulums, and the hardest matchup is the mirror match. Let's just say it goes down that route. Okay? Route. Anyway, let's say that this happens. What's the best card you want to get that's cheap against that deck right now? Wavering Eyes. They scale 2, you scale 2, you got their Wavering Eyes, things happen. I mean, it really depends. I know certain cards make this card a lot better. It depends on what's in your deck. It depends on how the meta's currently going. I get all that, guys. I'm just saying this is a really good card that you sure have a place set up. It did come common in Clash of Rebellion. It's like a nickel, but super rares are like a quarter. I mean, it's not that expensive. I would recommend you guys grab a place of these. There's currently 75 prices on the market. Sky Striker Shizuku and Sky Striker Kagari are stable in value. We're looking at Shizuku being a $19 price point, Kagari being $27. Now, I'm not sure you guys realize that when we had the last ban list, when it was confirmed that Strikers did not get hit in the last ban list, these spiked up in high in value. So I'm just trying to point out, guys, we're going to be having a ban list soon. I personally don't think Sky Strikers is going to get hit in the ban list. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we get more Sky Strikers cards. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't think anyone would be, because they didn't finish all the elements. If we get anytime soon. Also, Sky Striker Engage is getting a reprint, oddly enough, in Battles of Legends. But looking at OTS Tournament Pack, the 10 that's coming out April the 18th of this month, 10 days. I think that since we're getting a new Sky Striker card, well, it could be anything. It could be yet another Sky Striker extra deck monster. It could be that. We got Shizuku, we got Kagari, it could be Hayate. It would make sense in the row. I don't think it's a good ultimate rare. I think it's a horrible ultimate rare, but it could be ultimate rare. Or we could get, since we saw that Engage got the reprint coming out in Battles of Legends, that Widow Anchor gets a reprint as an ultimate rare card. Would make a lot of sense, actually. In fact, it'd be cool if I made a common Engage. I really think it'd be kind of cool. So every Yu-Gi-Oh player can now play Strikers, until they hit them the month or two afterwards they release Engage to the mass public in the upcoming bans at the end of the year. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens, by the way. On the Cherry Barker on DT3 is worth money. My price card's roughly around $12, but it's actually $19. Page Bombs off roughly around $28 for DT3 and the Cherry Beast. Yeah, I don't know why. It says not Cherry Beast, I'm sorry, the Cherry Barkion. The Cherry cards are just so weird. There's the Cherry Beast, the Cherry Barkion, and the Cherry Landois. We know the Cherry the Landois is worth about $3. It's actually market price about $2. Sure, this card's a buyout target. I don't know why people do it, but it's funny. The Cherry Beast, we know it's a money card for DT3. It's the only card to survive the reprint, the mass reprint. It's actually about $49 to almost near $50 from Cherry Beast, and now we're seeing the Cherry Barkion go up in value. I don't think Landos is the next card to go up in value, but I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I own a playset of Barkion, I own a playset of Landos, and I own one of Cherry Beast. I'm just throwing it out there in case it does happen to guys. Get on your game. That's all I'm gonna try to throw out there for you guys. I'm next, Book of Moon. Now, with the bans, I think we're going to see two things happen. I think, inevitably, we're going to see Compulse go to 3 or Book of Moon go to 3. Inevitably, I believe both of these will come to 3. They're not going to do much in the meta. It's just going to come to 3. I think that's what's going to happen because these cards aren't as good as everyone thinks they are. But with that said, what if Book of Moon came to 3 in the upcoming bans? What's going to happen? Well, Champion Pack 1 Book of Moon is going to hit some even more dumb numbers, higher than its $210 market price. We're looking at Ultra Rare Book of Moon from Turbo Pack Booster 7. The market price is $15, and they're going to hit a high price point. And look at them, they're roughly around $14 right now for Ultra Rare Book of Moon. That's going to be a relatively high price point. But you know what's the next Book of Moon under that? Duel Terminal 3 Book of Moon. Current price point is $4.61. Lightly played versions of this card is about $3.50 to about $4.50 for this card. It's under $5 for Duel Terminal 3 Book of Moon. This is one that's everyone's sleeping on. If Book of Moon went to 3, I think everything will spike up in value, including DT3. It's dirt sheet right now. Nobody's looking at it, and this is a great card to pick up. Moving forward, guys, Gaga Cowboys go up in value. Almost bought out. Market price is $15. It's about $17 after that. It's $20 after that. It's $27 for Ultimate Gaga Cowboy. Listen, if you're looking to get this card and go to Nationals, you're gonna be highly disappointed because everyone now has availers all over the place. It's been match printed to death. Everyone is going to be having their infinite permanents. You're not going to resolve Gaga Cowboy, but if you do, it'd be hilarious. Comment question of the day comes from 11 Guitar Bro. He says, #QVV, do you give store credit instead of OTS packs if your customers don't want OTS? And if so, how much store credit? I used to do store credit, and I utterly despise the low store credit. Here's why. I had a notebook in my store. This is a notebook. I like to hard write things in. And whenever I had store credit, I would write the name, I would try to do it last name, as well, and write how much store credit was, and that was it. If the customer comes in, okay, man, I think I have store credit. I'll check. Yeah, you're good. You got $6. What ended up happening is random people can come into the store, and even though they would spend store credit, would say, "You sure?" Because I still have store credit, and it was a pet peeve of mine, and it got really annoying because I kept having. There's a lot of store pet peeves that just annoy the crap out of me, just burn me out, and that was one of them. It was, I think I have store credit. Hey, I have store credit. No, I'm pretty sure I have store credit. Check your book again because I know I have store credit. I didn't spend that money. It's marked off. It's marked off. You had $5 and it's gone. No, I had $10. I know I have that. Bro, I'm getting it. Bro, oh my god. And it's like, dude, it's marked off. I didn't accidentally mark you off. It's marked off when you spent the $5. That's how this whole system works. So it got really stressed out. So I would never ever do store credit. I don't recommend any other store owner do store credit. It's horrible. Even if you do it online, people will still complain. It's annoying. there's just things about owning a store that really annoys the crap out of me. That's one of them. Another one is when I have time when I have rounds with pairings, I take my monitor and I just turn it around and I go, guys, look at my monitor, and I just I take a step back and I'm look at their own pairings and figure out who they play. And they still do this thing where they look at me and go, "Who's Bob?" And I go look from your retard. I'm not gonna go grab your hand and look around the store for a guy to you playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You do it. It's something that annoys the crap out of me. I would show them like who they play, and they'll walk up to me still and go, "Hey, who do I play?" Bro, it's on the screen. The things like that annoy me to no end. It really aggravates. It's a pet peeve because whenever you get bothered by something small so many times, it just mentally you just snap. You're gonna go, dude, go away. And that's why I feel so about that. I don't think I'm alone. I think other store owners can definitely relate. Or if you ever ran a tournament and someone has done it to you, you just want to go, okay, I'll show you where he is. Take him out to the back of the store, hit the head with a hammer, and just bury the body and go, one less on the planet. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I won't kill you probably. Hit the like button, notification bell, and you have a great day.